a simple intention setting ritual that I personally love and do every day is called the rule of three. So at the start of the day, you fast forward to the end of the day in your head and you ask yourself, by the time this day is done, what three main things will I want to have accomplished? And it's simple, but there's actually a lot of science behind this ritual. There's a natural limit of our mind called our working memory capacity, which is just how many things we can store in our mind at one time. And we used to think the number was 7, 8 items long, but the latest research shows it's around 3. And you can look no further than to the culture that surrounds us to see examples of 3s. Good things come in 3s. The third time is the charm. The celebrities die in 3s. The good, the bad, the ugly. Blood, sweat, and tears. Even a story, a sequence of thousands of events, we divide into the beginning, the middle, and the end. The Olympics. Gold, silver, bronze medals. The 3 little bears. The 3 blind mice. We could all go on with examples.
So your point is naturally humans identify with the 3.
Well, we think in 3s. And so we actually remember the things that we set out to do, because intention is great, but also the road to hell is paved with good intention. And so the question becomes, how can we become more likely to achieve the things that we set out to do? And so 3, we remember it, we internalize it, we actually become more likely to achieve the things that we set out to do, because in choosing only 3, if we did 3 things all day, every day, we probably wouldn't have a job or a business after much of a period of time, right? But the idea is these 3 things are the most critical and essential that we absolutely want to accomplish. And then when it allows us to be agile as well, because when a new emergency arises, we can weigh the relative importance of that emergency against the 3 that we started the day with and determine how to prioritize things accordingly. I love the rules so much that I do it every day, every week, and every year. For some reason, I've never found that monthly and quarterly views work well for me. But no matter the time frame, we think in 3s, we can prioritize in 3s and become more likely to achieve them too. So simple strategy, but one that lets us stay agile, nimble, and focus on the right things and determine that intentionality each and every day.
So when you're setting your intentions for the year, you will just pick 3 top things that you want, that you, at the end of the year, if you look ahead and visualize, you'd be happy with accomplishing those 3 things. It'd be a successful year.
Yeah. So the question is, what 3 things will I want to have accomplished by the end of the year? Because you step into the shoes as well as of your future self at the same time, to kind of look back at the year that has yet to happen. And by the way, I review these yearly intentions every single week. I keep them at the top. I have 3 personal ones and 3 work-related ones. And I keep these yearly intentions at the start.
Wait. Chris, wouldn't that be 6?
Yeah, but across different contexts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I think that's the key is, and when you set these personal intentions every day, for example, between work and home, you can choose how balanced that you want to be. And so this is, I think, the key to getting that striving versus savoring right over the longer arc of time is how balanced do you want to be every week, every day, every year. And by the way, not only do I not keep 3 overall, and, I don't blend the personal and work, they're always changing. And this is something that I'm continually finding is the things that I will want, because the year end marker is constantly moving forward into the future as well. And so the segment of time is kind of has this linear progression over time. So my 3 things are always changing. Recently they were launch a book into the world. Now the book is mostly launched. And so on to the next project. But that's the key, I think, is to realign often towards these intentions. It's kind of like flying a plane in a way where if you're in Vancouver and you aim for New York and try to hit it, you'll probably be several hundred miles off by the end if you don't constantly realign yourself to the airport. And goals are much the same way and this is the biggest downfall of like New Year's resolutions come to mind for an example, because we aim the plane on January 1st, and then we end up in Tokyo, totally back to wherever it is that we started. So I think that's another key. Review those yearly intentions every week and allow them to inform the weekly intentions that you set, so that and this is the magic of productivity, right? Where the overarching goals that you have throughout the year funnel down into your weekly goals somewhat. Not completely. There's not always a complete overlap, but they funnel into your weekly goals, which funnel down into your daily goals, which when you time block, when you're going to work on those things, which when you choose the times of day you're going to work on those things, you constantly realign yourself to these longer term goals and become far, far more likely to make this progress over time. It's quite, I don't know. I find it to be honestly a beautiful thing, because we can set the course for where we want to go, not only every day, but every year too.